everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Carrie Jane, and today we're going to be talking about the repeating number 999. Now, last video we talked about repeating number 888, which was all about getting into the flow of abundance, so please check that out if you haven't done so already. And this is the last video of this series, or at least the last video specifically on a number, so I just want to say thank you guys for following me on this journey of explaining this to you and just going through each step one by one. At the end of this, at the conclusion of this series, I came to realize something that wasn't extremely apparent to me about the repeating numbers and how examining these so closely was kind of like a mini journey, a mini channeling into the journey itself of the number 1 through 9, or in this case 0 through 9, because that is something that people go through. Actually, they see repeating number zeros. So not only do I want to thank you guys for supporting this channel and following these videos, but thank you for giving me the opportunity to explore this concept in a much deeper way, because I don't know how to explain it. The experience of dissecting each number one by one in sequential order has been enlightening on a level that is hard to articulate, but I hope that the message is coming through to you guys nonetheless. And I just want to say as well, it's very appropriate that I'm doing this video, the number 999, at this time in June of 2019, because we are in a global month number of 9. So this means a lot for us. For those of you who are patrons on my Patreon accounts for Metanoia, you already know what this means, but it's everything that we're going to be talking about in this video, which is very much a time of taking a step back and letting go and shedding a lot of things that are very unique and personal to us in our lives and even our lifetimes, so that we can begin anew and start a new cycle. But yeah, let's get to it. Before I get into depth about this repeating number, I just want to say that if you haven't done so already, please go to the beginning of this playlist and watch my video on why are we seeing repeating numbers in the first place, because there's something to be said about the phenomenon itself, not just each number one by one. And also, I'm a numerologist, so if you've been following my channel and you want to schedule a reading with me, the way you do that is you go to the links in the description in all my videos. There are two. One is through Etsy, which is how you would schedule a reading with me. And there's also a link to my Patreon page where you can receive these monthly readings that are curated also to what you guys are going through individually. So, so appropriate to have this be the last video, or potentially last video. Maybe I'll do a little side conclusion video. This video may not necessarily be the end of this playlist, but when we reach the end of something, how are we feeling? We generally feel a sense of completion. We, however, feel a sense of release. It's not just like, oh, this is ending, but when we graduate, for example, we get to kind of release a lot of baggage, a lot of stress, a lot of anything that we had to carry during that portion of whatever we had just gone through. And that's where we are in this month right now. And if you are seeing this repeating number, this could be where you are right now as well. You could be at a point in your life where you're in a major transition. It might be a very easy transition. It might be an extremely bumpy one. I don't know. I don't know you. But either way, what the 999 often is signaling at is a time where we're ending a chapter. We are slowing down significantly with this past chapter that we just had gone through, eventually we're going to stop completely and then go on a completely different trajectory, and nothing will be as it was before, whatever it was behind us. And so, as you can imagine, this could be a very stressful time for everyone, but at the root of it, it's an extremely liberating experience. You should actually be feeling very good about this. You should, focus less on all this stuff that you just had to go through and more on your new horizon, your brand new horizon. Feel the release of inhibitions, feel the letting go of everything that you have had to endure up to this point, and just starting new again. But this is a process typically, especially if you had just gone through a major life event. It's not like this is something we could do in a matter of days. It might take weeks, it might take months, it might take even a whole year. Hence the 9-year, which a lot of us, who knows, you could be going through. But yeah, that is one of the most common reasons why people are seeing this number. Another reason why you might be seeing this number, and especially if it's not something that's stalking you, but rather you're in the moments, and perhaps you're going through something that is very situational to that moment or very particular to that day. This could be a sign that whatever you were thinking at that time or whatever you were going through that day is a sign of really how evolved you've become in your practice, in your life in general. The 9, and this is, I'm going to segue into the next portion of this video with this example and go on to something else now, because the 9 can be kind of a dense, heavy vibration to deal with, because a lot of the times it does carry the lessons of all the numbers. We had to go through a lot to get to this point. A lot of the times it's about the heaviness of us carrying the responsibility of what we need to do for the human race. It's often a light worker number, 999, because it's about humanity. It's discovering after all that you've been through, wait a minute, this is not my life, it's our life. And this can be a heavy thing to carry on a daily basis for all of us. So you could be seeing this as a sort of symptom of stepping into this new light as a light worker. Maybe now you're going through a really tough time because it is not the easiest job. Ignorance is bliss, but once you get to the point of the 9, you cannot be ignorant anymore, and your life isn't completely your own anymore. It's your duty to the human race. It's your duty in your life, whatever that may be. And so in the case of this difficulty, I do have some advice. And that is to not be caught up on the outcomes. I think especially now at this time in history, maybe in a few years it'll be something different, but especially now after we've all gone through an intense awakening period, a lot of us have at least, and have come to kind of a much later point in this journey, we kind of get bogged down because we have all this work to do. We have this immense sense of responsibility, and we're not sure it's going to work. We're not sure if we're going to see the results that we want to see. We're not sure if, even though what we're doing is having a positive impact in some way, will it make a difference in the long run? That's an honest, real question that no one has the answer to. My advice in this case is to let go of that, which is what the 9 is about. It's just let go of the outcome. We are not doing this for the outcome, and that is when you are really in the actual state of the 9. You are selfless, not because you want things to turn out a certain way for yourself or for even the human race, but you're here to do the thing because you know that's what you came here to do, and that in and of itself is enough. And there is a sense of immense relief that comes with this when you fully embrace that. And it might take a long time to fully embrace that, which is completely understandable because it is a lot of work that we are doing, and it's completely human and completely normal to be completely taken over by doubt of what what we're doing in these lives. But we have to be reminded, and we have to remind ourselves that we did not come here for the outcome. We did not come here so that it would work out the way that we want it to do, which if you really think about it, that's an ego pursuit. It's a complex, kind of in-depth ego pursuit that's not as simple as just, wanting a lot of money, but it is an ego pursuit to want everything to just work out the way that you want it to work out, no matter what that is. Are we being the evolved people that we are? So perhaps if you're seeing this number repeatedly, the universe is telling you that yes, this is a lot that you signed up for, but if you let go of these inhibitions and you shed everything that you really do not need to be carrying at all, you will find a unique sense of freedom and liberation so that you can walk this path in a way that you've never been able to walk in before. So I think that's all I have to say about the number 999 for right now. Let me know what you think about the series in this video. And I don't know what to do after this because I have a few ideas of series that I could do on numerology, but I'm feeling like I want to take a little bit of a break. I mean, I'm turning out numerology videos for you guys because I know that's what you guys like, but there's a lot of stuff I would love to do. I would love to make more reflection videos, talk about big subjects, things that we're dealing with in this community. But yeah, I think I'm happy with how this turned out, and I'm looking forward to the future and what that has in store for us. And thank you all again so very much for watching this video and participating in Metanoia and all its content on social medias and such. Thank you, new subscribers as well. So stay tuned to the next video. Like I said, I don't know what that's going to be, but I hope you're all doing well out there. I hope if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, the summer is giving you some respites from, what the year has given us already. And yeah, that's all I have to say for today, and take care. I'll see you all soon.